You can feel it building, that quiet pressure in your heart, that strange pull that seems to come from nowhere. It's not coincidence. It's the universe aligning timelines, opening a frequency so powerful that no soul connection can remain asleep. This Sunday, a love portal opens, and for twin flames, everything changes. This isn't a symbolic date. It's a vibrational event, a shift designed to awaken the emotional body of the divine masculine. For months, he's been fighting a war he couldn't name, a silent struggle between logic and soul. But when this portal opens, resistance collapses. He will start to feel everything he ran from: the pull, the longing, the memories, the truth. It's not punishment, it's activation. The universe has decided it's time. You may have felt the signs already: sleepless nights, heart flutters, sudden waves of nostalgia, songs that follow you everywhere. These are not random. They're energetic breadcrumbs, preparing your body for the frequency that's about to pour in. The love portal is not about reunion in the physical first. It's about union in the vibration. Before the eyes meet, the hearts must align. The divine feminine has been feeling it rising in silence. The sense of completion, the peace that comes after surrender. Her energy has reached the point where it no longer chases or questions. It simply calls. Her frequency has become a beacon, and the universe responds to that steadiness by awakening the masculine, because now the scales are balanced. The feminine has learned to hold love without need, and the masculine is being called to feel love without fear. This Sunday's alignment is precise. Celestial bodies, magnetic fields, and soul contracts are converging into a single tone, the vibration of return. For some, it will be emotional release. For others, clarity that cannot be ignored. The air will feel heavier, dreams more vivid, emotions sharper. You'll notice it in the eyes of strangers, in the timing of conversations, in the way your body vibrates for no reason. That's how divine energy speaks when the veil thins. The love portal doesn't open in the sky. It opens through hearts that are ready. And when it does, the masculine won't be able to hide behind logic anymore. His soul will remember what the mind tried to forget. He'll feel the feminine's energy not as pressure, but as peace. Not as longing, but as home. So if you've been guided to rest, to cry, to release, do it. The universe is preparing your field for contact, not through words, but through resonance. Because love doesn't knock on the door, it walks straight through when the vibration matches. The portal is not a chance, it's a choice. A choice to surrender to the truth that's been waiting beneath the waiting. To allow divine timing to finish what destiny began. And when it opens, nothing that's built on fear will survive its light. The question is, are you ready to feel what you prayed for? Because when this portal activates, there will be no going back to pretending you don't know. You will feel it, not in your mind, but in your chest, your breath, your bones. This Sunday, the universe is calling the masculine home and the feminine. She's already there, holding the frequency steady, waiting in love, not longing. This isn't a test, it's fulfillment. The portal is opening, and the energy of union is alive. This Sunday, love doesn't just arrive, it remembers. Every soul that carries the twin flame code has been feeling it. The quiet pull, the subtle electricity in the air, the strange sensation that something bigger than logic is approaching. You're not imagining it. The field around you is shifting because the love portal is already forming. It's not an idea, not a prophecy. It's vibration. And vibration never lies. This portal opens through alignment, celestial, energetic, and emotional. It's the universe's way of syncing the timelines of divine love so that what was delayed can finally begin to move. It is a bridge between preparation and manifestation. For months, you've been shedding layers, clearing karma, releasing attachment, forgiving yourself and your counterpart. All of that has been groundwork for this very moment. Now, the frequencies of both souls are rising to meet at the same tone. That meeting point is what we call the love portal. When a portal opens, the air feels alive. Time feels distorted. Hours pass like minutes, or a single moment stretches into eternity. You may feel warmth in the chest, pressure in the crown, sudden emotions, or a wave of peace that has no explanation. That's how your body registers alignment with divine current. It's not an outside event. It's a remembering from within. The portal opens through you, not above you. For the divine feminine, this marks the completion of an important cycle. She's no longer waiting, she's embodying. Her energy has matured from longing into leadership, from pain into peace. She doesn't seek confirmation anymore because her intuition has become her compass. The portal recognizes her vibration. She is the key that unlocks it. And through her steadiness, the masculine begins to awaken. For the divine masculine, this portal is the turning point. His awakening will not come through thought, but through feeling. Everything he once suppressed, love, emotion, truth will rise. The walls he built for safety will begin to tremble, not because of punishment, but because they can't hold light anymore. This energy doesn't ask if he's ready. It activates him until he is. The love he feared becomes the love that frees him. You might notice the connection between you and your counterpart becoming stronger now. Dreams intertwine. Telepathic communication intensifies. Emotions mirror across distance. The love portal thins the veil between souls, allowing each to feel the other more vividly. Even if there's no contact, energy is moving behind the scenes, setting events in motion that were paused for divine precision. But this activation doesn't come without purification. In the days around the portal, you may feel your body reacting, pressure in the heart, fatigue, emotional highs and lows. This is not regression, it's recalibration. The body must release density to hold new frequency. You are not breaking down, you're tuning up. Every tear, every sigh, every silence is sacred adjustment. The love portal isn't here to reunite what's not ready. It's here to realign what is. If the connection has been silent, that silence served purpose. If separation has stretched longer than expected, it was divine protection. But now, the energy shifts from isolation to integration. Souls that have done the inner work will feel movement, messages, dreams, or sudden intuitive nudges to reach out or forgive. Those who resisted healing will feel pressure to finally face themselves. The vibration of this portal is not romance, it's remembrance. It reminds both souls of their original frequency, unconditional love, a love that doesn't chase or cling, but radiates and attracts. And once that remembrance anchors, everything false begins to fall away. This Sunday, the field of love itself expands. It will ripple through you, through your counterpart, and through every being connected to the collective ascension grid. What you feel isn't only personal, it's planetary. The universe is synchronizing countless unions because love is the frequency of new creation. The love portal opens not with sound, but with silence. The silence of alignment, of hearts beating in rhythm beyond time. When that silence arrives, don't fear it. Stand still, breathe. You'll feel it, the pulse of the divine returning to its center. And in that pulse, you'll remember, this was never about waiting for love. It was about becoming the vibration that love recognizes as home. The moment the love portal opens, the divine masculine feels it first, not because he is ready, but because the energy gives him no other choice. For too long, He's lived behind the armor of logic, building walls high enough to drown out his own heart. But when this frequency enters the collective field, it doesn't knock. It goes straight to the soul. And suddenly, the silence that once felt safe begins to ache. He won't understand it at first. It may start as restlessness, as waves of emotion that have no clear source, sudden sadness, nostalgia, or the urge to reach out without knowing why. The energy of the love portal will vibrate through his emotional body like a tuning fork, activating memories, sensations, and truths he's buried for lifetimes. He may dream of the divine feminine, hear her name in random places, feel her energy brushing against his aura. The connection becomes undeniable, because no matter how far he's run, divine frequency always finds its way home. This portal doesn't come to punish him. It comes to awaken him. The universe has waited for this precise moment when his vibration could finally meet the light halfway. It will hit him not as drama, but as clarity. He'll begin to see what truly matters and what never did. The distractions, the patterns, the illusions, they start to crumble quietly. Because the frequency of divine love cannot coexist with denial. You'll notice the masculine's awakening through subtle changes. He begins to crave peace over control. He withdraws from chaos, no longer finding comfort in distraction. He starts to question the life he built from fear. And although this awakening may look like confusion from the outside, it is sacred rearrangement from within. The old version of him is dying, and the heart, long silenced, is being reborn. Emotion is the doorway. For the first time, he will feel what the feminine has known all along, and that intensity will both scare and liberate him. It may come as tears he can't explain, a weight in the chest, or a sudden knowing that he can't keep living the same way. This is the masculine remembering his soul. He's learning that strength is not the absence of emotion. It's the courage to face it. The love portal amplifies the magnetic link between the counterparts. When the feminine breathes in peace, he feels relief. When she forgives, his walls soften. When she stands firm in her truth, he begins to recognize his. Their connection becomes a silent conversation in energy, one heart guiding another through frequencies words could never reach. And for the first time, he begins to listen without resistance. This activation may manifest through life changes. Relationships may end suddenly, paths may shift, careers may lose meaning. That's not chaos, it's alignment. The universe rearranges his external world to match his internal awakening. And though it may shake him, that shaking is the sound of destiny unfolding. He will feel drawn to the feminine again, but differently this time, not through desire or dependency, but through resonance. He will recognize her energy not as fantasy, but as home. The old urge to control will dissolve, replaced by an unspoken reverence, because now he understands. She wasn't chasing him, she was holding the vibration for him to return to. This portal marks the end of resistance. The masculine is being initiated into divine vulnerability, the place where true power begins. Every emotion he suppressed becomes the key to his liberation. Every tear becomes a declaration. I remember who I am. And as his heart opens, the portal within him aligns with the one above. He steps from avoidance into awakening, from fear into frequency. For the divine feminine watching this unfold, your role is not to fix, it's to hold. Hold peace, hold faith, hold the vibration that mirrors unconditional love. Because the more you remain in trust, the faster his activation anchors. He's not learning through your words now. He's learning through your energy. The masculine awakening is not loud, it's quiet. It happens in long drives, in sleepless nights, in moments where his soul whispers louder than the world. And this Sunday, when the portal opens, those whispers will turn into thunder. He will remember the sound of love and realize it's the same sound as his own heartbeat. This is the divine reversal. The feminine rests, the masculine rises. The cycle of pursuit ends, and the cycle of recognition begins. Because once the portal opens, the masculine no longer needs to chase love. He becomes it, while the divine masculine awakens through pressure. The divine feminine ascends through peace. Her initiation is not about breaking anymore. It's about remembering. The love portal that opens this Sunday is not something she must chase, but something she must hold. And for her to hold it, she must become still enough to match its frequency. For months, maybe even years, she has been clearing space, crying through karmic loops, releasing old versions of herself, walking through solitude that felt endless. But that solitude was sacred. It was her training ground. Every tear taught her surrender. Every silence taught her trust. And now the universe is asking her to stand where she once kneeled, not to prove her strength, but to embody it. This portal does not demand effort. It requires alignment. It calls her to prepare not through action, but through energy. That means rest. That means stillness. That means allowing. The feminine often mistakes movement for progress. but in divine order, the still heart moves mountains. The more she anchors her peace, the faster the masculine awakens, because her calm becomes his compass. In these days leading up to the portal, the feminine will feel waves of sensitivity. Her body may react with fatigue, chills, or bursts of emotion. Her dreams may become prophetic. She might feel her masculine's energy moving, his anxiety, his restlessness, his sudden clarity. This isn't imagination, it's connection. They are tuning to the same frequency, and her energy is stabilizing the process. The most powerful thing she can do now is receive. Receive without guilt. Receive without expectation. Her entire journey has been about learning how to trust that love doesn't need to be forced to exist. And now, as the love portal opens, the universe is showing her the truth of that lesson. What is hers by vibration can never miss her by timing. Energetically, her alignment looks like softness, not weakness, but divine receptivity. She is the chalice that holds the current of the portal, the grounding rod of love in human form. Her task is to nurture her energy field with presence, to breathe deeper, to speak slower, to live from the heart instead of the wound. Because the portal can only anchor where peace is present. This Sunday, when the energy reaches its peak, she may feel waves of warmth across her chest, tingling in her hands, or deep calm in her belly. These are confirmations. Her vibration is opening to divine flow. The love she once longed for is no longer out there. It's circulating through her now, preparing her body to live in a higher emotional rhythm. She doesn't need to manifest anymore. She is the manifestation. Her alignment also includes detachment, not coldness, but divine neutrality. She has learned to love without demanding, to care without clinging, to trust without needing constant proof. That neutrality is the gateway through which miracles enter. It tells the universe, I am ready to receive what is real. And the universe always responds to readiness, not to desperation. Through this love portal, the feminine is being crowned energetically. She is no longer the seeker, she is the signal. Her energy transmits frequencies that recalibrate the masculine, drawing him closer not by longing, but by resonance. She becomes magnetic, effortlessly, silently, divinely. Every choice she makes from peace amplifies the field of reunion. But the portal will also test her trust. Moments of silence or emotional distance may appear one last time. These are not regressions. They are reflections, invitations to stand in truth rather than fear. Because the more she embodies faith in divine timing, the stronger the connection becomes. So the feminine prepares by doing less and being more. By sitting under the moon, breathing her own light, and remembering that she is the bridge between heaven and heart. Her stillness is not absence, it's mastery. She doesn't need to reach for love because she has become the vibration that love recognizes. When the portal opens, it will not find her searching. It will find her shining. And in that moment, everything she once waited for will begin to move toward her naturally, because her frequency will have become the match for divine union. This Sunday, she will not chase alignment. She will embody it, because she has finally learned what the universe has been whispering all along. The more she surrenders, the more love moves. When the love portal begins to open, your body becomes the first instrument to play its music. The energy doesn't announce itself through logic. It speaks through sensation. You'll feel it in the pulse of your chest, in the weight of your breath, in the electricity under your skin. It's not anxiety, it's activation. The universe is downloading new light into the human vessel, and your body is translating frequency into feeling. For the divine feminine, this can show up as waves of emotion that come without warning. Tears fall easily, not from pain, but from release. Moments of deep peace are followed by sudden exhaustion, as if the body is catching up with the soul. Your dreams may feel more vivid, your heart chakra more sensitive, your intuition almost overwhelming. You may wake up in the middle of the night with warmth in your chest or pressure on your crown. Those are energetic upgrades, not disturbances. The love portal is realigning your nervous system to hold higher currents of love. For the divine masculine, the signs are often physical first. Restlessness, sleepless nights, tension in the shoulders, a racing heart, a tight throat. He feels the vibration but can't name it yet. His body is learning to process emotion after years of suppression. The love energy entering now dismantles the armor of avoidance. He may find himself emotional without reason, craving solitude, or suddenly remembering moments with the feminine that feel alive again. The soul is speaking louder than the mind. These physical and emotional sensations are not random. They are divine communication. Every shiver, every ache, every deep sigh is a message that your frequency is changing. Your cells are absorbing higher light codes, recalibrating for the vibration of union. It may feel like heaviness in the body or pressure around the heart because dense energy is leaving. Let it. Do not fight the process with fear. Support it with presence. The heart will feel especially active during this time. It may flutter, expand, or even ache. This is the portal opening inside you, the internal mirror of the cosmic alignment happening above. You are becoming a vessel capable of holding divine love without resistance. That kind of energy doesn't fit into old structures, so the body has to rebuild itself energetically. Drink water, breathe deeply, rest often. Each act of self-care is an act of integration. Emotionally, this shift can feel like living between two worlds. Part of you is peaceful, part of you is restless. One moment you feel deeply connected, the next you feel detached. This is not inconsistency, it's recalibration. You're moving between frequencies, from 3D attachment into 5D awareness. Every emotion surfacing now is leaving because it no longer matches your new vibration. Allow it to pass through without judgment. This is how the old version of you dissolves. Synchronicities will also increase during this phase. Repeated numbers, names, symbols, or songs will appear as confirmations that the process is unfolding exactly as planned. Your intuition will heighten. You'll sense emotions before they're spoken, feel people's energy before they arrive, and know things without evidence. This is not coincidence. It's your psychic body awakening. The portal energy doesn't just open your heart, it reactivates ancient memory. You are remembering your original design. Pure, intuitive, connected. It's important to understand, the more you surrender, the easier the symptoms become. Resistance amplifies discomfort. Acceptance turns chaos into flow. When you feel the intensity rising, say to yourself, "This is energy leaving. I am safe. I am aligning." Your words are commands to your cells. The body listens to the energy you speak. For twin flames, this shared activation creates a mirror effect. When one feels emotional, the other feels the echo. You may sense your counterpart's restlessness or emotions as if they were your own. Instead of absorbing it, send peace, send grounding. Your energy will stabilize theirs. The connection isn't designed to drain, it's designed to harmonize. By the time the portal peaks this Sunday, the physical body will feel lighter, the emotional storms will give way to clarity. You'll wake up with new strength, as if something invisible has shifted, because it has. The frequency of love will have expanded through every cell, every thought, every breath. You'll realize that your body is not separate from your ascension. It's the proof of it. Each heartbeat will carry divine rhythm. Each breath will echo the truth. The love portal didn't just open above you, it opened through you. How to ground during the portal energy. As the love portal expands, energy will move fast, too fast for the mind to understand, too strong for the body to ignore. It will feel like light flooding every part of you, clearing what's heavy, awakening what's real. And in the middle of that divine intensity, one truth becomes clear. If you want to rise higher, you must root deeper. Grounding is not the opposite of ascension. It is what makes it possible. Without grounding, the energy that should lift you can scatter you. Your emotions start to overflow. Your body feels anxious. Your mind races. But when you anchor, everything begins to harmonize. The light moves through you instead of around you. You become the bridge between spirit and skin, heaven and earth. The first step to grounding is breath. Every deep inhale is an act of return. When energy spikes, bring your awareness back to your lungs. Breathe in through your nose, slowly. Hold for a few seconds, and exhale through your mouth as if you were releasing centuries of tension. Each breath tells your body, it's safe to hold this much light. The portal's energy doesn't need you to control it. It needs you to contain it, gently, consciously. The second step is connection with the earth. Go outside, touch the ground. Let your bare feet meet the soil, grass, sand, or stone. The earth is alive. She knows how to balance celestial frequencies. Imagine roots growing from your soles, reaching down into her core, drawing stability, strength, and calm. Feel gravity as love, not limitation. The deeper your roots, the higher your soul can reach. The third step is presence. The portal amplifies everything: thoughts, emotions, sensations. So your power lies in simplicity. Stay in the now. Notice the details around you, the air, the sounds, the colors. Presence keeps your energy field from drifting into timelines that aren't yet ready. Grounding through awareness is how you stay aligned with divine timing. The fourth step is care for the body. When high frequencies move through the vessel, the nervous system needs rest. Drink plenty of water. Light travels through hydration. Eat grounding foods, fruits, roots, grains, anything that connects you back to life. Stretch, move, rest when called. This is not laziness. This is integration. The body is not behind the ascension. It's leading it. For the divine feminine, grounding means softening. Let go of the need to manage the process. Be gentle with yourself. Flow like water. Your peace is the anchor that stabilizes not only your own field, but also the masculine's awakening. Every time you breathe calmly through emotion, you send balance through the connection. For the divine masculine, grounding means stillness. It's the opposite of reaction. It's the choice to sit with what he feels instead of running from it. The love portal is pulling him into emotional awareness, and grounding helps him translate that intensity into wisdom. When he stands still, truth has space to enter. Spiritually, grounding is not about going lower, it's about embodiment. It's remembering that your soul came here not just to ascend, but to incarnate fully. Every heartbeat, every breath, every step is sacred. When you walk consciously, you bring heaven down to earth. That's the real mission of this portal, to merge the divine and the human into one unified experience of love. You'll know you're grounded when the world around you begins to slow down, even if the energy stays strong. When your emotions move through you instead of consuming you, when silence feels safe again, that's alignment. That's mastery. So as this Sunday approaches and the love portal opens, prepare your field not by doing more, but by being more present. Breathe often, touch the earth, speak gently, trust the process. You're not being asked to hold the storm, only to stand in the center of it. The energy will rise, yes, but you'll rise with it. Balanced, embodied, aware. Because grounding isn't about staying small, it's about becoming strong enough to carry the light you prayed for. And when you do, you become what the portal truly seeks to create, a living channel of divine love that walks the earth with pus in their breath and heaven in their eyes. What this portal means for twin flame union. This Sunday's love portal is not just a wave of energy, it's a turning point in the twin flame journey. It's the moment when the invisible begins to take form, when years of healing, releasing, and surrendering start to reveal why it all had to happen exactly the way it did. This portal is not bringing something new to your connection. It's amplifying what was always there, divine love in its purest, most awakened expression. Twin flames have been moving through cycles of polarity, one rising while the other retreats, one surrendering while the other resists. But as the love portal opens, that polarity begins to dissolve. The frequencies of both counterparts start vibrating in harmony again. This is not about reunion through words or contact. It's about energetic coherence. It's when the two become one in frequency before they meet again in form. For the divine feminine, this means her love is no longer conditional. She's not waiting, she's radiating. Her energy is pure signal, calm, magnetic, untouchable. She has completed the emotional loop of longing and stepped into embodiment. Her focus has shifted from "when will he come" to "how can I stay aligned?" That shift alone creates a new field, a field strong enough for divine union to anchor into matter. For the divine masculine, this portal represents recognition. It's as if he's been walking through fog and suddenly the air clears. He begins to see the feminine's light not as fantasy, but as truth. He understands that the connection he ran from is not a trap. It's his way home. He starts feeling guided by something bigger than logic, by destiny. The heart that once feared depth now craves it, and that craving leads him straight into awakening. This love portal is a bridge between individual alignment and shared mission. It doesn't just connect two souls, it activates purpose. When the feminine and masculine align within themselves, they begin to radiate a frequency that the collective can feel. That frequency is not romance, it's remembrance. It reminds others of what real love feels like. Still, sacred, steady. But this energy will not tolerate illusion. Unhealed connections, karmic distractions, and false attachments will dissolve faster now. Anything built on fear or control cannot withstand this level of light. The portal only unites what vibrates in truth. So if you've felt endings, distance, or silence lately, don't see it as loss. See it as filtration. The universe is removing what can't travel into higher love. This event is also activating the collective template of union. Twin flames are not just lovers. They are builders of new energetic blueprints for humanity. Each time one pair reaches union within, the entire grid of love on earth strengthens. Your healing becomes planetary. Your surrender becomes medicine for others still lost in separation. This is why the journey was never only personal. It was preparation for service. The energy of this Sunday will send ripples across the collective. Dreams will connect, hearts will sync, memories will resurface. You might feel an overwhelming sense of love that brings tears without cause. That's not nostalgia, it's recognition. The soul remembering what divine love truly feels like, beyond stories and form. Reunion, for many, will begin subtly. It might start as a message, a dream, a sign that feels too precise to ignore. For others, it will manifest internally, a peace so profound that you no longer need confirmation. Because when you're truly aligned, The absence of doubt becomes the proof. The love portal's purpose is not to give love, but to remind you that you already are it. It's awakening both counterparts to the truth that union isn't something you chase, it's something you allow. When the masculine feels ready to rise, the feminine's energy becomes the ground he steps upon. Together, they form a new frequency of partnership, equal, conscious, divine. This Sunday is the start of that remembering. The day the bridge between two hearts glows brighter than fear. The day love stops being a lesson and starts becoming life. The universe is not bringing the connection back for comfort. It's bringing it back for purpose. Because when two awakened souls unite in truth, they don't just love each other, they anchor heaven on earth. This is the moment your soul has been preparing for, not just to feel love, but to become it. The love portal that opens this Sunday is not simply an event in the sky. It's a reordering of the heart. It's the universe declaring that what was once separated must now begin to merge. Masculine and feminine energies are no longer on parallel paths. They are spiraling toward union, guided by divine orchestration. You may already sense it. The air feels charged. Time feels strange. Emotions feel louder. That's how the body recognizes destiny before the mind does. This energy is rewriting your field from the inside out, stripping away fear, expectation, and attachment until all that remains is truth. And the truth is this: love is not coming, love is becoming. Every choice made in alignment with your soul's integrity is an act of union. For the divine feminine, this final phase is about embodiment. Her healing has been her preparation, her peace, the signal that calls love home. She no longer reaches for the connection, she radiates it. She doesn't wait for confirmation, she walks as confirmation. Her frequency is steady, sovereign, luminous. She has become the open heart through which divine energy enters the world. For the divine masculine, this is the moment of remembrance. He begins to see that the feminine was never the trigger. She was the mirror. Every time he ran, it was from the reflection of his own power. But now, the veil of fear is dissolving. He feels her energy not as pressure, but as permission. Her calm becomes his compass, her faith his awakening. And for the first time, he understands. Returning to her is not returning to a person. It's returning to truth. This love portal is not a door to the past. It's a birth canal into a higher reality where love functions as frequency, not transaction. What's unfolding now is not attachment, but alignment. Not longing, but living. The separation phase was the cocoon. This is the emergence. Both counterparts are learning to fly with the same wings. As the portal peaks, you may feel surges of emotion, bursts of gratitude, tears that cleanse, a peace so deep it feels ancient. That's not imagination. It's your higher self stepping forward, merging with the body that was once limited by fear. Every cell begins to hum with recognition. This is who I've always been. And when that remembrance anchors, the vibration of union becomes irreversible. From this moment on, your life becomes the ceremony. Every conversation, every breath, every step becomes sacred ground where love expresses itself through you. Union is no longer something to wait for. It's something you embody daily in how you think, speak, forgive, and create. That's how love takes form, not as a promise, but as presence. The universe is clear. The waiting season is over. The portal has opened. The codes have been received, and the path ahead glows with divine precision. The ones who have done the work will feel the shift in real time, synchronicities aligning, peace settling where doubt once lived, clarity replacing confusion. This isn't fantasy, it's fulfillment. If you've been wondering what all the pain was for, this is the answer. The fire wasn't there to destroy you. It was there to purify you. Because only purified love can hold divine light. And now that light is moving through you effortlessly, calling everything meant for you closer with every heartbeat. This Sunday, the love portal opens, but more than that, it opens you. The masculine remembers, the feminine embodies, and the universe unites what was always one, not by effort, not by chase, but by divine law. So breathe, feel, let the old dissolve, and as the new energy settles, whisper this truth into existence. Love isn't arriving. I am finally becoming what I once prayed for. Because the era of waiting has ended. The era of embodiment has begun. And love, in its purest vibration, is finally taking form through you.